How are you? Trying to make sure I'm going live. Hey y'all, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Am I live? Am I live? Facebook has changed and I don't know, so I'm gonna wait to see if a couple people. We got people, we're live. Yes. Hi y'all. I am Allie. I am so excited and nervous to be here with you guys. I'm just waiting on a few more people to hop on, take a sip. Dunkin's new refreshers. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get started because I have a lot of goodness for you guys. So I want to share exactly how I change a crap ton of lives every single month and exactly like my process and my mindset behind it. So I've been coaching for 2.5 years. And I've hit Success Club 10 every single month that I've been a coach. So all 2.5 years. And it's with the principles that I'm literally going to show you. I've been doing this since day one. So let's get started. I'm going to give you my 5 tips and my process to how I handle a conversation. So I really want to take yourself behind the mindset of inviting, because the biggest way that you're going to slay Success Club and be able to help as many people as possible is through inviting. To this day, I am still in phase 1. I still invite a crap ton of people every single day. And I really firmly believe that it's all based on how quickly do you want to grow in this business, right? So do you want to retire yourself ASAP? Do you want to help as many people as possible? Do you have big goals, big visions, big dreams? Then you have to have a big work ethic behind it. So when I first started coaching 2.5 years ago, I knew that I wanted to retire myself as quickly as possible. I wanted to help as many people as quickly as possible. And I knew, because of the Beachbody and Claim disclaimer, right, that it's based on my efforts, my diligence, my everything. So I was like, how am I supposed to be successful? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to 10x everything. And I know that's what you hear all the time, right? 10x this and you're going to be successful. 10x this. Oh, they send 10 invites. No, send 100. Like, we've heard that forever, but sometimes it doesn't really resonate. So I'm going to go pull out statistics with you, right? So when I first started coaching, I had around 300 followers on Instagram. I have never helped one person on Facebook. Personally, for me, my business has always been on Instagram. So I had 300 followers on Instagram. I had a private profile. I was just posting pictures of my kids. Like, that was all I had. So when I switched, I was like, okay, so I need to grow and I need to learn how to grow. So I've gone from 300 to 17,000 in 2.5 years, doing exactly just growing and stuff like that. But even when I had 300 followers, I sent 50 invites every single day. 50 invites every single day. And I'm sure some of you guys are like, holy moly, how do you find that many people? How do you keep up? How do you not invite the same people? It's called the 2 bunnies. You guys know the 2B mindset. I like to say we've got 2 bunnies in our in our business also. Growing and inviting, right? Following and inviting. One does not work without the other. So you have to make sure that you are following people, growing your network every single day so you can send the invites that it takes to slay Success Club. I send 100 follows every single day, and I've done that since day one. And I send 50 invites every single day. I've done that since day one. I take Sundays off from sending invites though. So now that I tell you what I do in the background, let me talk about the mindset behind inviting. Stop overthinking it. If they are following your Instagram, if you are doing your job as a coach, right? And our job as a coach is to make sure that we're sharing our journey and posting on the stories, showing our workouts. If you're doing what the Beachbody Activities Tracker tells us to do, they know what you're about. They know that you have something to offer them. So don't overthink the invite process. Personally, for me, I know that I am doing my due diligence on being authentic and showing up on social media authentically me, and knowing that I have something to offer. So whenever I slide into their DMs, those 50 people that I slide into their DMs that day, I know that they know what I'm doing. So I'm just extending the invite, and I'm doing something super, super, super casual, right? Hey, Sally, I saw that you were watching my story and I wanted to thank you so much for following my journey. I know that you saw, but I'm enrolling in a boot camp and I would like to send you some information. Would that be cool? Simple, easy. ask them if it's cool if you just send them some information. If they respond and say, yeah, that's cool, I'm actually going to take you through my entire process. But I think so many of us overthink and overanalyze the invite process that we're like, okay, so what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to connect first? Am I supposed to not? Like, do these people even look like my people? Oh my gosh, this person's so skinny. I don't know. Don't think, just do. We are our worst critics, and we're the only thing that's ever holding ourselves back in this business. So if we just send the invite, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send the invite. Exactly like what I was about to do on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go live. Just send the invite. And if you want big results, you've got to put big action behind it. So you have to ask yourself that. How many people do you want to change their lives every single month? Do you want to change 10 lives? Okay, so you need to send at least 20 invites every single day. Do you want to change 20 lives? Then you need to send at least 40 invites every single day. And see, it goes forth and goes forth. And so personally for me, that's what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to help as many people as possible, and I've always wanted to pay this gift forward to as many people as possible. So I knew that I needed to do as much work as possible. I've never had a warm market. My sister-in-law literally just joined me 2 months ago. Like, it took her over 2 years to join me. My sister hasn't even joined me. I had no warm market. So we can't use that as an excuse. If we don't have a warm market, that just means we work harder. That means we just send more invites. That means we just reach out to more people. We bless more people with this opportunity. I always tell my coaches, it's not our job to decide if this is for them or not. It's our job to reach out and give them this gift and then decide if it's for them or not. We can't play God, okay? So that is mainly what I do. I show up authentically on social media. People know who I am. I show them my true colors. Literally today, I was like, I don't know if I'm more scared to go live in this page or if I'm more afraid to drop an F-bomb because they just come from the sky and into my mouth and I don't know what happens, right? Like I just share my life, my personality, and they get to know me. I don't have fans. I have friends. I literally feel like my followers are friends. And that's what we want to do is make sure our social media feels like we're their friends. Showing up and consistently. I have never missed a day of posting, and you shouldn't either. Life happens, but we should post every single day, once a day, and at least in our stories if we didn't make it to our feed. Every single day. Though I've shown up through some of the hardest times of my life. Showed up on the day my grandmother passed away. I showed up on the day I gave birth to my daughter 3 months ago. I've shown up every single day, so that means they know that they can rely on me to show up on my good days and my bad days. If we don't show up for them when they're not paying us anything, how are they supposed to trust to show up for them when they're giving us money? They're not. They'll choose a coach that does show up. They'll choose a coach that shows up every single day over the coach that doesn't. So make sure you're showing up consistently. Make sure you're showing up authentically, and make sure you are inviting. Showing up and doing the front work does absolutely nothing if you're not doing the behind the scenes work. The behind the scenes work is as important, if not more important, than doing everything in the front, right? So that is what I do. Now I want to take you through my process of talking to people, because I really do think my flow, and I do this with every single person I talk to, truly does make the difference between talking to somebody and actually helping them. So the first thing I always do is invite. I hardly ever sell anything or help anyone just from putting a poll on Instagram. Like most of them, even at 17,000 followers, are the bots or the creepy dudes, like still to this day. So you're never going to get too big for your britches to stay in phase one to invite. So I invite. Then if they say, yes, it's cool if you send me some more information, I'm like, awesome, get excited, right? And then I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. So I want to make sure I get you the right information. What are some of your fitness goals? What are some of your nutrition goals? What are some things that you're wanting to achieve? I want to get them talking about them. Our job is to listen. It's not to overwhelm them with information. I spend 95% of the time I'm talking with them, talking about them, their goals, their dreams, their struggles, where they've gone, where they want to go, everything about them. And only 5% of it is talking about Beachbody or talking about the price. It's not about the price. It's not about Beachbody. It's about them. So I talk with them back and forth. I say, that's awesome. So what do you, and I dig deeper. People are like onions, y'all. You gotta take off the layers. You gotta peel back a layer because they're skeptical at first. They don't know they don't even know who you are sometimes at first. People have their guards up, especially when they're talking about something as vulnerable as their weight or as their fitness or what they've struggled with. So we have to make sure that we're peeling back those layers because the more we ask questions, the more we talk to them, the more vulnerable they're going to get. And guess what? The more they talk, the more they're selling themselves already. We just have to tell them what we've got to offer. So I get to talk to them, get to their pain points, and then I give value. I tell them how this is going to help them solve those pain points. I talk about what Beachbody can do for them to help them see the success. I relay it directly to their pain points. So maybe they're talking about how they just have no energy to play with their babies, that they just really don't have energy to do anything. Then I'm like, girl, I totally get it. When I first started this, I didn't have much energy either. My daughter asked me to get up off the floor and I told her no. But what I have found is that this has helped me be a better mama. This has helped me show up better. You've got to use your story to help them because the best thing is for them to see themselves in us, see themselves in our story so they know that if Allie can do it, then they can do it too. That's all that this is about, is giving them and empowering them with as much belief as possible so that they know that they can do whatever we have already done. We're just steps ahead of them. So I get to their pain points. I talk to them about what this is going to do for them, and I show them how much value Beachbody can give them. Y'all, with Muscle Burns Fat coming up and the nutrition plans being already bundled in with it, it's a game changer. That is just even more value. Talking about how they'll get dedicated nutrition plans, videos to really help them dive deep into their emotional eating habits, into learning how to intuitively eat better, and two, how to live a lifestyle that they don't hate without deprivation. Y'all, we have got so many tools right here in our tool belt. As long as we know what they struggle with, we have anything and everything for them. How awesome is that, right? So I talk to them, get to their pain points, talk to them about Beachbody a little bit, lay down what Beachbody on Demand is, ask them what struggles they have or what things they like when it comes to fitness. We pick a program for them, and then I talk to them about cost. Cost is literally right before I send them my order form. Because at this point, they are so already invested in the conversation. They already see themselves getting those results. They already feel themselves getting those results and feeling better, that they're willing to pay anything and everything because you've already painted that picture for them. You've already done all the work. The cost is just a little bit of step. And I know sometimes we're so afraid to get to that cost, but y'all, if you do these steps before, get them talking, they should be talking more than you. Then the cost is just a last little thing to tie up the little bow. Then I overcome the objection because God knows sometimes we have objections. It's part of my process. So maybe they say, gosh, that's just a lot of money. Girl, I totally get how investing in ourselves is hard, especially as moms. It's so hard to rationalize investing money into ourselves. But you told me You told me that you wanted to have more energy for your babies, that you told me that you always struggled. And this is where you relay it back to their struggles. You've got all the ammunition at the beginning of the conversation to overcome any objection they have. That's why you do that part. But you told me that you wanted to have more energy to play with your babies, and that you wanted to be able to help, be able to find more balance with your nutrition. Do you not think this will help you do that? Well, yeah, I do think this will help me do that. Then what's still stopping you? It's just $10 a day or $5 a day or whatever package you're getting them with. Break it down, but continuously remind them why they're doing this, why they want this, how this is going to change their life. And then by the end of it, y'all, they're like, yeah, you're right. I do need to invest in myself. It's just so hard because I never do it. But let's do this. Y'all, show up with the passion. Show up with the determination, but also care about them. Also dig deep into what their pain points are. Because that your energy on the front end also needs to be on the back end. I know personally for me, when I'm obsessed with a program, I'm obsessed with my journey, I am on fire. There is no stopping me. So if you're struggling right now, I want to ask you that. Are you obsessed with your own journey? Are you doing the vitals, personal development, drinking your shake, doing your workout? Are you making sure that you're focusing on yourself? Because if you're not, no one's ever going to have that energy in the background, right? It's hard to talk to somebody about something that you're not invested in, you're not passionate about. I'm doing 80-day obsession right now, and it's changing my entire life all over again like it did 2.5 years ago. Find the program that sparks your fire. Start Muscle Burns Fat and let that be the program that initiates that fire and excitement. Because that is what's going to transpire and behind the scenes into your DMs, okay? I hope this helped. I didn't look at the comments at all. Do you assume everyone has fitness or health goals? I get nervous to reach out because I don't want to assume. I don't assume. If they say, yeah, it's cool for you to send me information, I assume that they do have health and fitness goals because they wanted information personally. They wouldn't be interested in information if they didn't have health and fitness goals. But if they say no, don't let that discourage you. So sometimes, hey, is it cool if I send you some information? No, I'm just supporting right now. Totally cool. Are you on your own health and fitness journey? Just ask them. Start the conversation. Y'all, the conversation does not end at no. It starts. Because every no is a not right now, and every no is a chance to provide more value and to break down those walls and those limiting beliefs and continue to tear past those onion layers. So don't let the no's discourage you. Okay, so I think I'll look back at the comments. I was only supposed to do 10 to 15 minutes and it didn't happen. So I'll look back at the comments once I get off. I hope this helped. I hope that I gave you some kind of value. And I hope that every single one of you guys feel empowered after this to send 50 invites and just send them and reach out to people and start growing your network and start sharing the blessing that is Beachbody. All right, guys, bye.